Welcome to RaidGuides.com's video guide to Imperial Vizier Zor'Lok in Heart of Fear on 10-man normal difficulty. My name is Arch and I'll be guiding you through this encounter. All in all, it's quite a straightforward fight. It does a very good job of bringing you into each mechanic nice and simply by having each individual element broken down before it's all thrown at you. Now when the fight starts, he'll be in the middle of the room and he'll land on a platform. I think it's supposed to be random, but for us, he landed on the same platform pretty much every single time. I think he only landed on the left side once. I think he always goes either right or left as far as I know, but he started on right for us. So I'll go through each platform as it does. Now one thing which is happens on all platforms is he will do his inhale and exhale. Inhale increases the damage of his exhale. And exhale will focus a target, that person will get stunned and he'll be dealing damage to them, quite a lot of damage. But this can be intercepted by somebody else. So if somebody stands in the beam, they'll start taking the damage instead. So you need to spread it around by jumping in and out. Okay, you can see now here's the first ability on this platform. He'll do a massive amount of AoE damage, but he'll summon these 3 orbs. Now each orb on 10 man can only support 4 people. So you have to split your raid amongst the 3 circles. Now it's very tricky because it comes up, especially for the furthest back which we had our ranged in, very, very late. You get maybe half a second or a second to get into the orb for the ranged, but the damage that goes up is quite a lot. Even though it reduces the damage by a lot, it still ticks for about 70k every second on every player. So you really need to do an intensive heal in there to survive through that. And that's the first platform. Second platform, he will summon, as you remember at Tremides in Blackwing Descent, he'll summon sort of little spirally circles which come out. And he will summon these in a nice spiral around him. So it is very easy to see. I'll show you a prime example of it now. As you can see, he summoned them out in a nice spiral all the way around him. So if you get in a track, just run round and you'll never get hit. One thing to note, which you'll see right at the end of the fight, because I get caught by it, is when they get towards the end, they sort of bug out a little bit, and some of them split off or double up. I'm not sure what happens, but you can get caught out if you're too far back, so try not to stand too far back. You just saw the exhale there on me, which stunned me and was doing damage, but the tank intercepted it in order to so that we could cut in and out, so he takes some damage and I take some damage. Here come the orbs again, so a nice spiral, just running around him, easy to avoid. These hit for about 100,000 or so you don't really want to get hit by them. This part, as long as people sort of, dodge properly, is probably a good time for healers to get. It's very easy for healers, this bit. It's not a massive amount of damage. The other platform, there is a lot of damage because that's the really healing intensive because of the AoE. But this one's fine, so this is good regen. And now we're going to the third platform. Now on this platform he'll again continue to inhale and exhale, but he will also mind control 2 people. It does say on the tooltip 1 person, but that's bullshit, it is 2 people. So you'll see that, and then in order to break the mind control you have to bring them down to 50%. They will continue to attack. They get increased health, so it's not the standard health. Like, as you can see he's got 800,000 health, so that's probably roughly double what he usually has. You're going to bring them down to 50% and then it will break the mind control and you can carry on nuking him. Bear to note for you dot classes, if you dot them up to try and bring them down to 50%, when the mind control breaks, they will still be dotted. I silenced our healer for quite a while with my unstable affliction, so that's why, as you can see there, I wasn't really doing much damage to them, because without dots I can't really do a lot. So dot classes, beware that they will still be dotted after they hit 50%. Now he changes platform. It's meant to be at 80%, 60% and 40%, but it can be a little bit sketchy depending on like cast timers and stuff. Like he sometimes changed platform at 75%. I think one time he even changed at 70%, just depending on where he was in his cast time. So he does change at 80, 60 and 40, but don't take that as absolute law, because look, he's gone at 43% there. So now you do get a good little chance here to do some extra DPS before the walls come up and throw you in. Once the floor disappears, you don't want to be in that bit, because that you can't, it silences you whilst you're in the yellow gas and obviously deals a lot of damage, so you don't want to go down there until it's dissipated. And this part, he does all 3 abilities as well as inhale and exhale. As you can see there, exhale has come up. It's a big yellow beam. Looks like Piccolo's special beam cannon. Ha! Here we go again. Spiral disc going the other way this time, never mind. But again, running a nice circle all the way around. If you get just the perfect distance, you never have to stop. You just run round, run round, run round, and no worries about it. And again, here you go with the Force and Verval. You can see it comes up very short. Like, you get such a small amount of time to get into the bubble. As you see, it's hitting for 70,000 on every person. You need to spread out amongst them, otherwise they will break. If there's more than 4 people in it, it won't. I don't think they disappear, but you don't get the damage reduction that it does. So you have to make sure that you're spread out, otherwise you will be taking extra damage. And there's no visual representation as far as I know. And again with the orbs, I tried to do something cheeky here and it just doesn't work as well. So running around is personally what I think is the easiest and smoothest way of doing it. Again, Force and Verve. Now, how we did it is we had melee. He'll always do one near, one halfway, and one far away. We had melee and tanks in the near one, healers and maybe a melee or whatever in the middle one, and then ranged DPS in the far one.
Beware.
Now, this is where you'll see what happens when they get towards the edge. They split and they go, or they double up. I don't know, but you get more towards the edge, and as you can see, they just come out of nowhere and just insta-gib you. So it is really best to stay medium range, not too far away, and just run in a nice circle around him, because they will kill you. But anyway, good luck, have fun, and we will see you in the rest of the bosses.